The first time I grabbed the mic, like in front of actual people that mattered, you know what I'm saying? Like at a club, I got booed.
If your heart is in it and you just keep persevering, you're gonna break through.
Try whatever. Don't be afraid to try whatever, even if the idea in the beginning is stupid.
Yeah. You just have to figure out the science to breaking down words. He may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. I mean, I went through 3 or 4 years of having my doubts. Like if I, there was a point in time where I didn't know if I had it at all anymore.
I would say I'm a perfectionist, and probably a workaholic too.
Hello, artists, I have something for you. Art support.
If your heart is in it and you just keep persevering, you're gonna break through. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was certainly, it wasn't easy. You know what I mean? But I kept at it. I got booed off stage. It was many times.
I feel like anybody can do anything they set their mind to. It depends on how bad you want it, and I wanted to do it. At this stage of my life, I don't feel like there's too much that I can't do. I don't mean to sound cocky or nothing, but if I really, really want to do it, I don't give up that easy.
Try whatever. Don't be afraid to try whatever, even if the idea in the beginning is stupid.
Yeah.
Because a lot of ideas in beginning stages, not mine, of course. Mine are just insane from the moment I think of them. Of
course.
But sometimes ideas, they're not always the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had my doubts. I mean, I went through 3 or 4 years of having my doubts. Like if I, there was a point in time where I didn't know if I had it at all anymore. I had a pretty bad case of writer's block, and I would try to put my thoughts down on paper, and it just wasn't the same. Nothing I did was felt like, the earlier magic that I used to have. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was kind of gone. And by getting sober and, my mind clearing up, and just me being able to think again and function normally again, everything just kind of felt like it was coming back,
There's probably tons of people that want to see me fall, want to see me go to jail or whatever. My mother probably wants to see me fall, but I mean, I'm at the point now where it's like, how can I worry about any of these people and what they think?
Yeah.
I never cared before. Why would I start caring, especially since there's more people that have opinions of me now than I ever could have even imagined.
Yeah. The first time I grabbed the mic, like in front of actual people that mattered, you know what I'm saying? Like at a club, I got booed. I remember that. It was very traumatic for me. And I think I had, at that point, like the 8 Mile thing was kind of, that's what I was taken from or whatever. So I just remember that being so fucking traumatic. And I think I went home like, man, I quit.
Right.
And then, maybe a couple days later, week later, hour later, whatever it was, I don't know. I got the urge to like, nah, man, I gotta get up, gotta do it again.
I love beats and rhymes, and I love the fact that you can express yourself in a rhyme and lay it down, and it can be therapeutic, and you've got it off your chest, and then you could go on to the next thing. I don't know. There's so much shit that I love about rap.
Finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. I'm fortunate enough to be an artist who, when I'm going through something, I'm able to put it down on paper, or when I've been through something, I'm able to write about it and, express it that way. Every time there's a new issue or something that comes up that needs to be addressed, that's how I explain it through my music and express myself. But it gave me a voice, it gave me an outlet, it gave me strength. Fuck, man, what I just came back from,
Well, I definitely want to be looked at as a credible producer too. That's eventually the next level, the next step for me. I enjoy both, which is the reason that I do both. And I think hopefully the passion comes out and people can see it and feel it in the music, because
I like to be involved and just behind the boards for pretty much everything from start to finish. I mean, I like both aspects, and to me, it's like a piece of work. Like each song is like you craft a song from start to finish. From the beat to the lyrics to the hook to everything. So I enjoy it all. I just love making music.
Like when we get in the studio, like I learned so much from Dre, like, and from being around him so much that now I learned break beats, what different break beats sound like. I'm in the studio one day and I was like, my DJ Head played a beat, a break beat, and I was like, yo, that's a substitution beat, ain't it? And he turned around and looked at me, laughed, and he said, you're becoming a producer. I would say I'm a perfectionist and probably a workaholic too. I like to make sure that things are right. I'm picky about a hi-hat, a snare. Like most people don't even care about that. But when I first got down with Dre, I watched him do that. No, I don't like that hi-hat. And I didn't know. I'm like, what the fuck is a hi-hat? I mean, I knew what a hi-hat was, but what is it supposed to, what's the difference? A hi-hat is a hi-hat. Now I know that it's not.
You really gotta live it. My mind, 24/7, aside from family stuff, obviously, is constantly thinking of ways to bend words. Or I may, like, if I don't got paper, I'll write it on my hand or whatever. And sometimes when I fill up the hand, then I'll transfer it to paper. You just have to figure out the science to breaking down words and try to.
And do you think about this throughout the day? I mean, driving along, you think about rhyming words?
Yeah, all day. Yeah, I actually drive myself insane with it. I want to be able to have all these words at my disposal in my vocabulary at all times, whenever I need to pull them out. Somewhere they'll be stored. I studied everybody, man. I studied you. I studied fucking KRS. I studied Tretch, Naughty by Nature. I was reserved and I was shy and had it in me, but wasn't quite sure how to bring it out yet. I wanted people to hear me so bad and I wanted to do my shit, but it was like, them jitters and them, I'm scared, I'm not scared. That whole struggle and everything, especially early on for me, which I love being on stage and stuff like that. Once I got a mic, I was cool.
I didn't pick up a pen and realize that I could write anything until, rap got me into doing that. You know what I mean? I heard Ice-T, Reckless was one of the first songs I ever heard. Once I heard Run DMC, LL Cool J, I was like, this is what I want to do. I found that no matter how bad I was at school, and no matter how low my grades might have been at sometimes, I always was good at English.
So if you say one thing that's going to spark another thing to lead to a better thought,
Yeah.
That's kind of how it went. And, we started going through like old break beats. And
It's just in the enunciation of it. Like people say that the word orange doesn't rhyme with anything. And that kind of pisses me off because I can think of a lot of things that rhyme with orange.
What rhymes with orange?
If you're taking the word at face value and you just say orange, nothing is going to rhyme with it exactly. If you enunciate it and you make it like more than one syllable, orange, you could say like, I put my orange 4-inch door hinge in storage. What I love about rap is that it feels like it's puzzles to me. Like words are like puzzles and trying to figure out a puzzle and trying to figure out what word can go here and how many words can I make. Like if I can take a rhyme, like I'm real into the craft, like just of the MCing and I feel like I always think like how can I figure this puzzle out?